So on video, we have pictures of a 17-year-old black person bullying, harassing, threatening, assaulting a 5-year-old little white girl. Sounds pretty bad, right? Nope. Bad is just beginning.
And parents of a 5-year-old are furious. They say the security video taken on a Bamberg school bus shows their daughter being hit. Now a 17-year-old accused of hitting her has a warrant out for his arrest.
The parents say their little girl came home with this red mark right across her face.
I'm putting my child in the hands of somebody else, and they need to know that they're safe with that person.
Now, Jasmine Peters' parents want to know why a teenager already on probation was on that bus in the first place.
Liz Owens is on your side with why this might not be something that could only happen in Bamberg.
Thanks, Laura. Well, just in the last couple of hours, police tell me they plan to charge 17-year-old Tavon Walters with assault, but Jasmine's parents still want to know why their 5-year-old was on the bus with a much older student who's been in trouble several times.
When Terry Peters picked up his little girl Jasmine from after-school care on Thursday,
I'm very upset. I'm mad.
he immediately noticed this mark on her face and took this picture.
And people came out and they began to state to me that she got slapped on the school bus.
He says the daycare workers told him 17-year-old Tavon Walters, a high school student, did it on the bus ride from the schools to the after-school program.
He had reached over that seat and he was telling another girl that if you don't hit her, I'm going to hit her for you.
The bus security video shows Walters grabbing another student's hand and using it to hit Jasmine on the right side of her face. The picture of the mark on Jasmine's face is on the left side, which is why school officials and police are unclear if the teen is responsible for the actual mark in this picture.
The behavior on the bus was not any more, abnormal than on most buses. Behavior on the bus was not any more, abnormal than on most buses. Behavior on the bus was not any more, abnormal than on most buses.
Bamberg District 1 Superintendent Phyllis Shorting says it's common for all ages of students to share a bus in rural districts like this. However, Peters' attorney wants to know why Walters was even allowed to ride the bus. According to police, he's on probation and has a history of getting in trouble at school.
We're talking about a kid that's 17 years old, much larger than this 5-year-old child, history of violence, and he's put on the bus there with her and in close proximity.
Why is someone that has a history like that allowed to ride the bus, especially with young kids on there?
Well, he not had any bus incidents, for one thing.
Peters says nobody from the school called him about the alleged assault. The school superintendent told us that's because the bus driver didn't notice it.
It can happen to anybody's child. And had I not seen that slap on her face, I would have not known what that video is showing today.
Although Jasmine is physically okay, her father says she's now scared to ride the bus.
And again, there is a warrant out for Walters. He'll be charged with third-degree assault. He could also be in trouble at school. The principal is recommending that he be expelled. And as far as the prior trouble, that was when he was a minor, so we don't have a record of what that was.
Well, we document an enormous amount of black criminality, black mob violence, and black on white crime in schools all over the country. Today I got 2 letters from teachers talking about how this problem is so out of control, nobody knows it. But around the country, when they put a camera in front of a superintendent's face, they usually go, I'd love to tell you what just happened, but it involves children, so it's kind of confidential. Sorry, but you can be assured, crime's down, everything's safe, now go away. I don't know why this superintendent didn't do that. I'm glad she didn't. I'm glad she accidentally told us the truth, that this kind of thing happens on her school buses all the time. It's normal.
Abnormal than on most buses.
And the parents, this looks like it's their first kid. So maybe they didn't know anything about what happens when little white girls go to school with black children. It's not a pretty sight. The father was going, well, how could they let that kid back in school knowing that he had a criminal record? How could they let him get near my daughter? Oh, you think that's bad? then he didn't read Don't Make the Black Kids Angry, where we had this story and this video. You remember back in I don't expect you to remember this. People in Syracuse remember it though. Back in 2013, Michael Daniels was just an old dude paying a couple bucks to grab a single can of beer, headed to the bus stop, came across a large group of black people. They beat the hell out of him, left him lying on the ground. So they're walking across the street, laughing, congratulating themselves. They turn around and they see he's still conscious. This guy goes back and kicks him in the face and kills him, knocking out his eyeball out of its socket. So Michael Daniels is dead. The person who killed him received the maximum penalty for juvenile at the time in Syracuse, 18 months. So 18 months later, he's back in school. 18 months later, he's back in school threatening teachers in another quote-unquote brawl. I'll knock you the F out, he told one teacher. So whatever else that kid was who assaulted, harassed, bullied your daughter, he probably wasn't a killer. You know, that would have been even better for the superintendent to say, hey, he wasn't a bad kid, that's normal. At least he wasn't a killer. And now we add 2 more parents to our list of people who should have known. Don't make the black kids angry.